What's going on, guys? It's Aspire, and today I'm going to be doing a video explaining why I left NaS and the whole situation of why I was just so distant and I was so inactive on Skype and Twitter, and I just kind of left people out in the cold and explained why or explained what's going to be happening with editing, and if I will edit in the future, and you know, the whole situation with that. The gameplay you're seeing right now is CSGO. That stands for Counter-Strike Global Offensive, for those of you that don't play the game. It's not Call of Duty, I understand, and I'm not the best at this game, so please don't judge me and call me like a casual or something, because I'm not. I'm still relatively new to the game, and I'm still learning how to play. So anyway, I'm gonna get right into the commentary, explain some stuff that needs to be explained, because I feel that the NaS members and just everyone in general needs like an explanation of what actually happened, and what was going behind the scenes with me and why I did some of the things that I did. And I just want to preface this by saying that I'm really sorry to all the NaS members and the NaS clan as a whole, because I feel that I made some really bad decisions, and I should have just been more direct with you guys, and I should have not just tried to hide all of these inconveniences, and actually confronted you guys and tried to work something out. Because the thing with NaS is that it was just all about bad timing. Bad timing on my part and bad timing on their part. Just really bad timing, and I think that's what caused everything to spiral out of control as it really did. So anyway, I'm gonna start from the beginning when I actually joined. So I joined NaS back in mid-April, I think. It was like right after spring break, and I remember linking Amaze, my AirRC, the headband edit that you can find on my channel, and he said that it was really good, and he would link it to the NaS leaders to see if I could join NaS, and I was like, okay, that sounds sweet. I didn't really think much of it at the time, but then they actually liked it. Like they liked it a lot, and I was really happy, and I was really excited because I hadn't been in a team in a while, and the last team that I was in was Doom, and I didn't really do much in Doom. I never got like an episode, and I was kind of just sitting on the roster, so that's kind of why I left. So after that, I got into a conversation with Vay, and he explained the rules of NaS, and at this point I probably should have had some doubts, because I was looking over the requirements, and it said for the editors that you had to have a 3D motion track in every edit, and you had to finish an edit in 1.5 weeks. And right then I didn't like that, because it put restrictions on my editing, because if I have to have like a 3D motion track, what if I sometimes I wanted to because I have nothing against 3D motion tracks. Like, I think they're really good if you do them right, but I was leaning towards doing more superimposed 2D tracks. Like, let's say that there's like a clock that like an electric clock, and I could put like Aspire Presents in the clock so that it looks like it's actually part of the game. Just stuff like that, just where you put like 2D text in like places so that kind of blends in with the scene. It doesn't stick out as much. And so that's kind of what I wanted to do, and I realized that I probably wouldn't be able to do that in NaS because of the restriction of having to do a 3D motion track, and also the restriction of having to complete an episode in 1.5 weeks, which at that point I probably should have just said that I wasn't comfortable with that, because for those of you who know me, I edit fairly slowly. Like, I like to put a lot of time into my edits, and I would need at least 2 weeks minimum to finish an episode because of how picky I am about things. And how much I rewatch like the clips I've edited to make sure that like that I have them right and that they're the best that I could possibly make them. So yeah, so I felt that that restriction was not going to be very good because I would need more time than 1.5 weeks. And also, I joined NaS in the middle of April, so I was still, you know, a student at my high school. I was in my senior year, and the AP exams were coming up, and I think that was the time when like we were doing a lot of review assignments, and in addition to homework. So I was taking 5 AP classes, guys. So I was doing like review assignments for each of the classes, and it just became a lot of work as we were just preparing for those AP tests. And even though I didn't take AP tests in every subject that I had a class for, we were still doing review assignments even if you weren't taking the AP exam. So I was doing, you know, review assignments like every single day, or, you know, every single week. And so that was just a lot of homework that I had to complete, and that meant that I just couldn't edit during the week, and the only days that I could edit were Friday and Saturday. And by that point, I just thought that, you know, I've worked hard all week, you know, I just want to relax and, you know, play some video games, because editing wasn't like, you know, as fun as it used to be, because I used to edit when, you know, I was bored and when I wanted to find something to do. And now that I've already, you know, been doing stuff the entire week, I just wanted to relax and, you know, sit back and play video games with my friends and not have to worry about finishing this episode. And so those two things really just kind of contributed to why I just couldn't get it done. And the more that I just realized that I couldn't get it done in time, you know, the more I tried to hide from everyone in the clan. Like I wouldn't participate in like the team chat. I'd put myself as offline on Skype, or just not get on Skype, you know, the entire week, because I just didn't want to tell them that I couldn't do it, and I didn't want to, you know, disappoint anyone. And so I feel that maybe if I had just been more upfront from the beginning and just, you know, actually talk to you guys, I would have been able to explain like what exactly was going on, and I probably would have had to leave because I just couldn't fulfill my requirements. Like, I'm really sorry that it had to come to this. I really didn't want to just leave you guys out in the cold, and because I knew that you guys were, you know, short run editors, and I wanted to help you guys out, but I just knew that I really couldn't, and I probably should have been more direct with that so that it wouldn't have turned into like this big like mystery of like, ooh, where is Aspire? Well, I was there the whole time, I just hid. So that was probably the douchiest thing that I could do, and I'm sorry about that, and I can't express how sorry I am for just, you know, being so distant and just kind of leaving you guys out in the cold. So anyway, that's the whole situation with NaS. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm not on the roster anymore, and I wouldn't be surprised if I wasn't, because I just kind of left without saying anything. And in regards to editing, I don't know if I'm gonna edit, you know, all the time or just at all. I mean, I have 2 months until college starts, and I feel that if I do edit, I'll probably edit only like PC minis, because PC editing is a lot more flexible than console, just because you get to record the clips, you get to record the cinematics. You know, the clips themselves are always at least 60 frames per second. I mean, you can make them 300 frames per second, and you can, you know, put whatever configurations you want on like the depth of field and the field of view, and I just love it a lot because it gives you a lot more flexibility and creativity. I'm not saying that you can't do that with console, but I'm just saying that with PC you get the most flexibility and versatility with that. And so I might edit some PC footage. Maybe, I don't know, I might edit some you know, real life footage because my friend has some GoPro footage of, I think, airsoft, and I might edit some of that. But anyway, it's not certain. We'll see in the next few weeks if I come out with some new edits. Then you'll know that, you know, if I really want to get back into it. But anyway, the video is gonna come to an end, guys. I want to reiterate that I'm sorry. I just hope that everybody in NaS, Amaze, Vay, T-Gravy, Swift, especially because his episode was the one that I was editing, and I wasn't really direct with him. I never gave him any previews, and I'm sorry about that. I actually was working on the episode the entire time, and just didn't go to completion. So, anyways, the video's coming to an end, guys. If you guys enjoyed me doing commentaries, leave a like. If you guys want to see more commentaries like this, just let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see. So yeah, this has been Aspire, and I'm signing out. Peace.